I don't need any of these books.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple.
And welcome to my Sunday book declutter with me. Today I am going to be in my basement, and this time I am going through Christmas books. I have a lot of Christmas books because not only do I love books, but I love Christmas. And so just like everything else, I have more than I can handle, and it's time for me to get in there and start dealing with it. And so I have more than I can do in one session. So today I am going to be going through some of my Christmas books. I'll do more as this series continues. But if you've got more books than you can handle, or maybe you just have a few but you don't like to keep them around, maybe this will help motivate you to get in there and do it. Or if you don't have books, maybe you got something else around your house that you have too much of and you want to get rid of some of it. Let it go, pass it on, bless somebody else with it. Or if you don't want to declutter, maybe you just want to watch the book part, grab yourself a cup of tea and sit back and enjoy. Whatever it is, grab your stuff and come on and let's do this together. Are you guys ready to get started? If you are, then grab some books or whatever you want to declutter. Or you can just watch if you want to, that's fine as well. I want to get started on the Christmas ones because this is a great time of the year to let some of these go so that other people can enjoy them during this holiday season. So I'm going to start with these. They're right out in the open, and these are not all of my Christmas books. I actually have at least one bin full upstairs in the spare bedroom, which used to be called our doom room. I like to go through my books one shelf at a time. So I'm going to take all of the books off of this top shelf right here, put them on a table, and then see if I can make some decisions. I can already tell you, I see a lot of the ones that are A Christmas Carol, and that's going to make it harder for me. But I'm just going to go ahead and get started. This looks like maybe some stories from the Bible. Yeah. Okay. And then this is the story of the candy canes. And this is so funny because I was watching Joy from Organize with Joy, her a Christmas Declutter collab video, and she had in her Christmas bin, she only has 2 Christmas bins, and she had one of these, and she said, I think I cut it off the back of the candy cane box. I think that's where mine came from too. That's so funny. Yeah, if you didn't watch those yet, you need to check that out. Lots of good inspiration and motivation in those videos. There was 8 ladies did videos, and we're going to be doing another one on November 28th. Let's see. Ooh, it was the night before Christmas. I don't know what that is. Share the charm. Oh, let's see. I would keep this because it was the night before Christmas. And this looks like, I don't know if this is a book. It's Around the World with Santa Claus. See, I think Christmas books are going to be harder for me than other type books, especially these ones. I want to keep that. It was the night before Christmas thing. But I don't know if I need this. And that's one thing that I learned from when I first started, when I first discovered the decluttering channels on YouTube. One of the things that I heard, I believe from Minimal Mom, was that if you have something and you like part of it but you don't like the rest of it, you don't have to keep the whole thing. So I don't think I want to keep this, but I do want to keep this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say I'll let this go, and I'll put this in my keep pile. I could change my mind, but for right now I'm going to keep that. So I have some boxes here. So I have one that's for keeping things, and I have one that I'm going to put things in, like if I want to read it and then let it go. Maybe I'll do keep over here. Be kind of graduated. So that's keep. This is maybe read it and then let it go. And these will be my let it go. You know, this is my gift away box. And I got the biggest box is the gift away box because that is my goal, to let go of most of it. So we're going to let go of that. And also, I don't need this, but it's not really something that I want to put into the thing with books. So I'm just going to stick it here because I think I can just go ahead and recycle that. This one, though, I'm not sure about this one. Like, I might want to read it, or at least give it a look. So I think that one can go into this category right here. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do that. And then these are really cute. They're little golden books. mini little golden books. Yeah, they're little golden books. And those would be really cute stocking stuffers. But I don't really have anybody to stick them in a stocking for. So I'm going to put them into the gift away box. I think that'll be fine. And maybe somebody can use them and enjoy them. Now this, because of what it is, it's probably my husband's. And so it's an empty box. I don't know where the thing is, but I know he would want to keep it and he would want to keep the box. So I'm going to put that in here. That'll go in hubby's stuff though. I'm not going to put that with mine. Okay, now let's see. Jolly Old Santa Claus. What have we got in here? I think it's a book, maybe? Yeah, I think it's a book. Yeah. And someone mentioned that maybe, I think it was Carrie. I'm not sure. I think it was Carrie. I think she's the one that said maybe I should read some of these Christmas books. I'd have to see, make sure they're not in copyright still, but maybe read some of these, maybe have a different channel, and that way maybe kids could enjoy the Christmas stories. So I may do that with them, but I think this one, I'm going to go ahead, let's see, I think I'll put it in here, because I don't want to, well, let's see, I'll put it in here, because I want to consider doing that. So it's not one that I'm going to keep, but I'll consider, if I am going to read stories, I'll see if that one is in copyright. Maybe I'll read that one. We'll see. I'll have to see if I have time for that. Let's see. So this one is A Christmas Carol. And I already know that I have a lot of copies of things that are A Christmas Carol and Twinkle Twinkle, not Twinkle Twinkle, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And so I'm going to just group those together and then go through those all at the same time. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so Merry Christmas, Hidden Treasures. So what is this one? Oh, it's like art. Coloring or something. Oh, you're supposed to find the thing. Oh, isn't that cool? You know what? I love this sort of stuff. So I'm going to put this one in the look at it and then maybe let that go. I don't know that I need to keep it once I've looked at it, but I think that would be fun just to do. You know, I don't have to do all of them, but maybe just a few when I have free time. The Christmas Blizzard. This is just another story. Now this one's probably not an old one, so it's probably in copyright. Still, let's see, I don't know. It's probably still in copyright, so it would not be one probably that I can actually even consider reading in a thing, even though it would be a fun little read maybe. So I'm going to put that one in the gift away box. So hopefully this is helping you guys, me thinking them through and stuff, because I think one of the things that we need to do as we're going through our stuff, whether it's books or whatever we're going through, we have to keep in mind what is our goal. Why are we decluttering? And what is our end goal? For me, I'm decluttering. I have lots of reasons that I'm decluttering, and whichever one fits the purpose to get me over the hump, to let go of things, that's the one that I pull out. Now, one of them is that
I don't want to dust a lot of stuff. I don't want to keep a lot of stuff that has to be dusted. But also, I have all of these books, and I'm not going to read them. And I have no one to pass them on to. And I cannot any longer maintain them. And I would like to have this space back. And so those are my reasons for decluttering my books. And so I have to keep that in mind as I am going through them, because honestly, I would just keep every single book. I would just own the books to own the books. That's what I've always done. And it didn't matter if I was going to read them or not. But now I am at a point in my life where I want to let the books go if I'm not going to read them, or if they're not special to me in some way. I mean, they can be special for many different reasons. I might enjoy, like I like the Harry Potter books because I love the imagination and the quality of the writing. And so that's why I keep those. But I write, and that's, so that's important to me. But as a reader, that's important to me as well. But I think this one, it may be a cute one. I'm trying to find the date, and see, this one is going to be still under copyright, so I would not be able to read that one. And it's a very cute little book. But the other thing that I do when I'm looking at books is, especially kids' books, I look at the art. And sometimes the art just appeals to me. And so the story may be good, but the art in it may be what makes me want to keep it. But this one, it's a cute little book, but it doesn't make me feel like I need to keep it. So I'm going to pass that one along as well. So that's kind of how I approach it. A lot of times when I pick the book up, I just know I'm not going to read it. And like, I love the colors on this one. Let's see. And, I don't think I'm going to keep this one. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one on as well. This one is called "'Twas the Day Before Christmas." So actually, I think I'll read this one and then pass it on. So that one will go there. Because I like "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," but that's one of those knockoff ones, which is fine. I like those too. But I don't think I need to keep it once I read it. If I change my mind once I read it, then I'll keep it. Holly Claus, the Christmas Princess. Isn't that beautiful artwork? See, this is what will draw me into keeping a book. And I don't even know the story. Because it's just beautiful. And now look inside, and it's very interesting artwork. So I think this is another one that I will keep it and read it, and then decide if I want to keep it long term. So even without the book cover thingy, book jacket, even without that, it's beautiful. So that would be one that, could be pretty sitting out for decor. And then if the story's really good, also, that's a plus. So I'm going to put it in this pile, and then if I decide I want to keep it long term, I will. And if not, I'll pass it on. Let's see. Is it Christmas yet? Now this one is adorable. These make me think of Easter bunnies, but it's very cute. This one is one of those. It's not really a board. Well, it's kind of like a board book, but not. Has very cute artwork in it. So that makes me want to read it. So I'm going to put this in my read it and then pass along. I don't know when I'm going to find time to read all of these, to be honest with you. But I want to read some of them. I want to read them before I let them go. But I've made the decision that I'm not going to keep them, probably not going to keep them long term. But this one is one I would keep because it has songs in it. So I don't even have to think about that one. That one I'll keep. See, I don't have much in my keep for sure pile yet. Oh, and this is another one of those that is the... this one is A Creature Was Stirring, One Boy's Night Before Christmas. Isn't that cute? So I think this will be another one that I'll just read it and then pass it along. I need to make a point of, just this, between now and Christmas, just sitting down and reading some of these so that I can go ahead and pass them along while it's still this Christmas season. I hope I'm not making you dizzy with all this moving around. This one is the Christmas star. I wonder how long this is going to take. We're already at 13 minutes. I still have a lot to go. I may get through one shelf. I think this would be another one. See, a lot of these are like suitable for children, and so they don't take a long time to read them. And if it was a longer book, then I probably wouldn't hang on to it and say I'm gonna read it. Like one of these. But this looks like one I could knock out a few of these in one evening probably, and make some decisions. So I'll do that with that as well. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and this is a typical cover that I've seen several times. So these are my two. This is A Christmas Carol and The Night Before Christmas. And so here's another A Christmas Carol. See, now we're getting down to the meat and bones. Okay, so 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm not even going to make decisions on these because I know I probably have more. And so I want to get all of them together and then decide how many I want to keep and choose which ones I want to keep of those. Now this one, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love the Who's. Don't y'all love the Who's? I think I'm going to keep that one. I do like the Grinch. Well, I like him when he got nice. Kind of like Scrooge. I like Scrooge when he got nice. The Night Before Christmas. So that'll go here. A Christmas Carol. Let's see. Here's another one. That's A Christmas Carol. This one is 'Twas. This one's A Night Before Christmas. Christmas Carol trivia book. Interesting. A Christmas Carol. Let's see. Here's A Christmas Carol. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas one. A Visit from St. Nicholas. That is actually, I think, the original title that he had. Oh, look, I have two. I have two of these. I'll look and see which one is better quality. Like if maybe one of them has been up pages or something, that would be the one I'd pass along. And then 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And what is this thing? I don't know what that is. Christmas. And then my husband likes these Charlie Brown ones, so we'll hang on to that. That'll be for sure. Let's see. What else we got here? Is this another one? I think I got, must be, didn't I already put that over here? I did. Look at that. I got two of them. Well, if that's a really good book, I'll give one to somebody as a gift on purpose, like not just gift it away, but maybe give it to somebody like that I know and use that as a Christmas gift if it's in like new condition, so, or pretty close to it. If it's good, I'll have to make a point to read that real soon so I can decide. Here's A Christmas Carol. And then Night Before Christmas coloring book. Well, how cute is that? I want to look at that too. I want to keep that for now. Ain't that cute? Santa's Twin. He looks mean. I don't know. I don't think I want to read that one. Just looking at that, he looks mean. And then it might be a perfectly fine and funny story, but I'm looking at the artwork and I don't know. It just ain't doing it for me. So, I mean, it's nothing wrong with it, but it just ain't doing it for me. And since I'm trying to narrow things down, and my Let Me Keep It and Read It First books is a lot bigger than my I'm Ready to Let It Go one. So, yeah, we're going to make some decisions. Oh, cute! The Mouse Before Christmas. I think I need a second pile of that for those. Santa's Reindeer. Let's see what this one is. It feels like thicker pages. In the Wild. Oh, look at that. I wonder if that's any good. I don't want to keep this, but I think I would like to just kind of look at it a little closer, and I'm not going to make y'all sit here and watch me do it. So I'm going to put this in my pile of ones that I'm going to look at and then maybe pass on. Well, I'll be passing that one on, but I just want to give it just a little bit closer look. Not to keep, but just because I'm interested. And then let's see. This here, I think these are poems, if I'm not mistaken. I actually think I might have another one of these upstairs. in the bin. So this has some little Christmas stories and stuff, it looks like. I don't know. I think I'm not going to keep that. And part of me wants to keep it and look at it, but part of me knows I already got a big old pile. And I'm not going to keep it long term anyway, so I think I'm just going to let it go. I won't remember that I didn't look at it. If I can get this back in here with one hand. There we go. I won't remember that I didn't look at it. so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. Okay, so Snow What Fun. Snow What Fun it is too. Let's see. When snowmen come to life on Christmas Eve. It's a knockoff of Frosty. It's a cute, but you know what? Just looking at the pictures and feeling it, I ain't feeling it. So I'm gonna put it in here, and someone else can go right ahead and start enjoying that thing. And let's see, the stories of Santa up on the housetop, jolly old St. Nicholas. Okay, so that must be some of the song things or whatever. Okay. Well, that's going to be another one that I'm just going to read it and look at the pictures and then pass it on. Because I don't think I need to keep this one for myself for long term or anything. It does have a song in there, but I think I could find that somewhere else without having to have a whole book. So I'll put it here, I'll read it, and then I'm going to pass that one along. And then, let's see. Cats and Carols. Probably going to keep this one. I like the cover on it a lot. Aw, look at that. Pretty pictures of cats. And it's got some little, I guess these are, yeah, they're like Silent Night, Holy Night. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one. That's kind of interesting to me. I like that one. I wonder if it's pretty underneath of its cover. Yes, look at that, how pretty. Yeah, sometimes the book jackets protect them. I love it when the actual book has the pretty cover on it as well. You don't always get that. Sometimes the book itself is just plain. Okay, so this is A Christmas Carol book and recording. So we'll put this with that, but I don't know if I'll keep it. And then I also have a book and recording for Night Before Christmas. So, see, those piles are pretty even there. Alright, so now we got just this little bit here and that stack right there. This looks like it has a bunch of maybe poems or stories or something in it. Got some music in it. I think this will be one. I'm just going to flip through it a little bit better and then make a decision on it. But I might not keep that one long term. It doesn't really appeal to me that much, actually. And then let's see. Winnie the Pooh's Christmas. I have a whole folder here. Must have been in a magazine. Well, I don't know. I reckon I could read it and then pass it, or just, throw it in the recycle. I don't need to keep that, I don't think. Christmas Blessings. This looks like it's poems and stuff. So that would be another one I'd probably look at closer and then let it go. This is just paper. Okay, we can put that with paper. And then the Christmas Lamb. You know what I'm going to say, right? Probably. Yeah, this is going to be one. I'll just read it and then let it go. We have a lot of reading to do. Okay, so we're going to put this over here in the, I need to read that pile. I got a lot of reading. Yeah, I got a lot of reading. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and this one over here. Tales from Times Past. I don't think I'm going to keep this, and it don't appeal to me, so I'm going to let that go. Let's see if it has a pretty cover. Nope. See, sometimes the jacket's pretty, but the underneath is just plain. So that one can go in the I'm ready to let it go for sure pile. That pile ain't very deep right now, but we do have a whole stack still. of books. Now let me slide these things over a little bit here and make room for sorting. Okay, now these are, I think they're like ornament things. Yeah, so I don't know if I've got a way to use those. Those make really cute little, I just put a thing through them and use them for a package thing, which I think that would be a good idea. Or you could use them as ornaments. Or I can let them go because I probably won't do it. Which is more like it. So, gift away. And Christmas Carol. The Bird's Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol. A Christmas Carol. A bit of applause for Mrs. Claus. Oh, how cute the title. Yes. Isn't that cute? I think I'll read it and then pass it on. I don't think I need to keep it. A Christmas Carol. The Cricket on the Hearth and Other Christmas Stories. It probably has a Christmas Carol in here. It is Dickens, and I like Dickens, so we'll keep it. Oh, this is one of my favorites. The Gift of the Magi. I love that story, so I'm keeping that. And then, let's see. I'm going to keep, yeah, these two I can go ahead and put over there. Now, this is from the same sort of book, but it's called A Christmas Carol. I think I'll put it with those instead of with the other one, and then I can always decide if I want to really keep it. The Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas. The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. L. Frank Baum. Oh, I've heard of this one. Actually, I think I was reading a book. It may not be this. I could be wrong. But I was reading a book, and somebody was looking for a copy of a particular book. And I don't remember if this was the book they were looking for. Actually, I think it's the book I'm still reading. I'm still reading that book called Boo that I was going to read, you know, for my Halloween declutter. I'm still reading that book, but I think it was in that book. Somebody was looking for that. I'm going to put this one in my keep pile. I want to keep that. And 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Mickey's A Christmas Carol. I do not need to keep this one. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, the Mickey one just does not really appeal to me. So I already know. Bye. But now this one, I love this little one. Keeping that. Let's see, that's 'Twas. Okay. Oh, God bless us, everyone. This would be one of those knockoff ones from A Christmas Carol. And old-fashioned Christmas postcards. Now, this would be one, I don't think I will do anything with these, but I'm going to just look through and then pass it along. Just so I can, you know, they are my books, and some of them, the reason I bought them was to enjoy them. So even though they've been on my shelf and I've not taken the time to, now that I'm going through them, I'm going, oh yeah, that's why I bought that book. So before I let it go, I want to make a point to do it. I want to make a point to go through this, enjoy the pictures, and then pass it along. I don't need to keep it long term. Before, I just put it on the shelf and then I'd forget about it, and I never got around to doing it. Now I'm trying to be more intentional. So it's not that I'm just making a big old stack of random books. These are ones that I, have a reason that I want to actually make a point to look at them. But the difference is I'm not planning on keeping them long term. They're just long enough to go through them and read them or look through the pictures. This one, I don't think I want to keep it. It's a very pretty book. I mean, it's actually, so you can see here, this is the way that the cover's made. The jacket opens up so you can see the inside, the cover actually. So it's very pretty, but I'm not going to keep it. I don't need it. Not going to enjoy or read that one. The Night Before Christmas, A Christmas Carol. Just looking at the cover of this one, I think this is not going to be, it's the same story in every one of them. This may be a little condensed story, but this is not going to be one that I would keep long term. Now, the thing about it is, though, this might be like a shorter version, and it might be a fun one if I can read that one. That might be one to keep. So I'll put it over here. and consider it. I'm not sure I'm going to do that, but I'll consider it. Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas. Nutcracker Ballet. This is not really one that I am strongly attached to. I don't even really know the story of it. But I'll put it in here, see if it is one that could be a future story. Also this one, this is not one that I'm familiar with. I'm going to put that in that pile. If they're still in copyright, I can't read them anyway. Fuzzy Rabbit Saves Christmas. No, I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Berenstain Bears meets Santa Bear. I think that one I'm going to go ahead and pass along. Christmas Carol. Humbug Witch. Well, isn't that funny? So she must be a witch at Christmas, you reckon? Let me see. I don't think I'm going to read that one. Yep, I'll pass that along. Merry Christmas from Biscuit. Isn't Biscuit the fun and cutest little thing? I think I'll read that one and then pass it along. Christmas Hat. This one's pretty. This is like that other one that I had that had the textured pages. That was in another one of my declutter videos. Very pretty. I love the artwork. I love the fact that it has the things. It looks soft to me and comforting. So, I think I want to keep that one. And let's see. Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas. A cup full of Christmas tea. Let's see. This looks like it's a story. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I'm standing here going, I don't know, so that means I don't want it. M is for Mistletoe. I think this one's an ABC one. And I think I read this one, and I don't think I really enjoyed it that much, to be honest with you. So I'm going to let that one go. Okay, so here's what I have in my letting go box. Like this, these are the ones I'm letting go for sure. Okay, and then I have a few here that I'm just going to see if I do decide to read books and do a channel. These would be maybe some that I might include, but I'm not going to keep those long term. And then these are the ones that I'm going to read. It goes down pretty far. These are the ones that I'm going to give a quick read or look over to and then decide most of these are going to go. I'm not going to keep them. And then these are the ones that I am keeping for now at least. And then all of these, all of these are 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and A Christmas Carol, except for this. Okay, so all of my 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and A Christmas Carol books, I'm going to gather together and put them all in one space. And then when I have them all together, then I'll go through them again and make decisions.
That lasted a pretty long time, so I think I'm just going to stop with this shelf. And these are the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, the Dickens A Christmas Carol, and then the few others that I decided that I want to keep for sure, at least for the time being. So I just put them right back up there on that shelf. And these are the ones that I am going to go ahead and gift away. I did go ahead and put these 4 here in this pile because I'm not sure yet if I'm going to pursue reading the books online. I want to really check that out because I don't want to get hit with a copyright violation, and I want to make sure before I do that. And you know what? If I decide to do that later, I can always go to the library and find the books and do it that way. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and let these go for now while I'm doing that research. And I have plenty more books, so by the time I figure that out, maybe I'll come across some others that I can read if I decide to do that. But these are the ones that I'm going to keep just long enough to read them and then pass them along. And there was a couple in there that I thought, you know what, if I like them, I may keep them, but if not, then I'll go ahead and pass them along. In particular, I think this one might be one I might keep. Maybe this one, because these are like the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And then
There was those other two that were the had the pretty cover. I had 2 copies of that. So if I like the story as well as I like the cover, I may keep one of those, and then the other one I may give it to somebody as a Christmas gift.
Christmas tree stories and Santa Claus tales, snowmen and reindeer and gold jingle bells, wise men and Jesus, bright star in the sky, snow falling down and angels on high. The books on my shelves hold all of these things, along with the joy their stories can bring. How lovely to share them, to gift them away, so others can read about Christmas Day.
This book is a knockoff of the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas story. It is Mrs. Claus After Christmas. Everything is a mess. And I thought that is very much like real life, but especially when you're still in your major decluttering phase. So it made me laugh, and because of that, I'm going to hang on to it, at least for now. I read through this one as well, and it is so sweet, a cute little story. I'm thinking maybe for like a 5-year-old, but I don't have kids, so I'm not necessarily the best judge. You could probably look it up and find out what age group it's good for. But it is a cute little story if you're looking for a gift for a kid that age and you want to get them a Christmas book. But anyway, I've read it now. I'm going to go ahead and pass it along so that somebody else can enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use this, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this along as well. It has really cute illustrations in it. It'd be for like younger kids. Adorable little story, so I'm going to pass that along so someone can enjoy it this year for Christmas. I'm going to use these as our Christmas cards this year. I'd found some Little Mary Englebright note cards that I was going to use. There weren't very many of those, though. And we do have several people that we send Christmas cards to. I think this would be kind of cool. I mean, you don't really expect to get a postcard for Christmas, and especially one like this. So that gives me a way to actually use these and share them with other people at the same time. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Put them to use. And this is another cute little Christmas book that I am going to pass along. I was going to toss this in the recycle bin, but it is such a cute little story. I decided I'm just going to stick it in my gift away pile just as it is. Probably for a kid that's a little bit older, like maybe 7 to 10. I'm not sure. You can see there's a lot of stuff in here, so that's why I say that. I mean, you can read it to a younger child, but depends on their attention span, of course. But this is just a little book made up about what the reindeer do and when they're getting trained and all that, and how they're picked, all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be another cute little book that I am going to pass along to someone else. This one is about when Clement Seymour wrote 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. I'm not sure that it is totally factual. I mean, it's probably got some fiction in it, but it's a cute little story, and since I do like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, I'm going to hang on to this one. I'm going to keep this one too. It is so cute. It has 'Twas the Night Before Christmas in it, and then so you get the story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but then you also get this stuff where this little boy who was awake, and so it's what he's thinking and doing during it too. So it's kind of cute how it is created. And this one called The Christmas Star, I'm going to pass this one along as well. And this one is really cute as well. It's got some really cute illustrations in it. I read through it and enjoyed it, and now I'm going to go ahead and pass it along. I read through this, and so I'm going to pass this along and let it bless someone else. And I also read this one. I kind of like the story, but I like the cover even more. So I'm going to keep it for the cover, but I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. And these 3 are going to take me a little bit longer to go through, so I'm going to go through those a little bit later. But I made a decision on all of these. They're all going. These I'll still go through. This one I'm keeping for the cover. And these two I'm keeping. I guess it's going to take a little bit longer to get through these books than I had anticipated. So we'll start right here next week with our next Sunday Book Declutter with me. Let me know in the comments if you decluttered some books or anything else along with me today. Did you have a favorite one? Did you have one that you just couldn't let go of? Any favorite memories? Did you do Christmas books? Let me know about that as well. For now, I'm going to say happy decluttering.
What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.